Boxing King Media in association with Boxro, the new European champion with still a bloodshot eye. Has it all sunk in yet, mate? And have you recovered from your injuries?
Oh, I'm recovered. We're getting there. I look like the Terminator. I got a red eye still, but I'm ready for that Terminator Part 6 now.
Do you realise what kind of impact that fight may have made? Because years ago down the line, people are going to be watching that fight back. A bit like they watched the Audley Harrison fight, and when Danny Williams won as well with an injury mid-fight. Does he realise that, Dave?
I don't think he does, because I don't think he's actually sunk in yet. He's been that busy, he's been too busy, going here, there and everywhere on the pitch at Peterborough and things like that. It's popped up to see us. I don't think it's set in yet.
Obviously, how long did it take to recover from, the burst eardrum and whatever other injuries you had?
Yeah, I mean, the ears are still perforated. The doctor said that's going to take a good 3-4 weeks, and I've got to get a good check out. So, it's not affecting me too much. It didn't hurt. It was more the case in the fight, the balance. But since the fight, I've not been moving too quickly to get off balance. So I've been taking it nice and steady, nice and slow. All the bruising's gone. Like I said, there's still a bloodshot eye, but we're recovering well, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the gym, to be honest.
Dave, from your experience, when he was obviously showing signs of being injured, did you know what it was straight away?
I didn't know that he had 2 perforated eardrums, but he said to me, he says, my ear, when it came back to the corner, and that's why I said to him, I said, just stay in the corner, stay with me, because it's not something that he's not done before. We've worked on what happens if your legs go. This is what we need to do, because at the end of the day, it's fighting for European title. I know what this fight meant to him, and I know what the pressure was on him if he was to lose this fight. So you've got to give him a chance. So because he's reactive and he's very alert when he's speaking to me, everything's sharp, so I know he can follow my orders. So he listened to me, and from the first salvo that Guerfi threw at him, and he was tucking up, he was riding and he's defending, I knew he could do it, and I knew he could. And I was saying, I wasn't just trying to build his confidence when I was saying to him, you will knock him out. I knew he would do, and that's what he did.
How much confidence do you have in them instructions? Because on paper you're not known as a puncher, and that guy, I think he's only been stopped to the body before by a known puncher. So how much did that do for your confidence? And obviously when Dave was saying to you can knock him out, did you really believe you could?
Yeah, definitely. And I knew every time I hit him clean, I got a reaction out of him. Earlier on in the fight, I think round 3, 4, 5, I was hitting him and I was getting a reaction out of him. I knew he didn't like it. In the 8th round, I picked the shot out the right hand, it landed, it rocked him right back on his heels, and I knew if I was going to get him, that's the shot, and I was confident it was just about timing it. And I think, I have the full confidence in Dave in my corner, and I feel like it's so important for a fighter to have a good relationship with their coach. The coach has to know the fighter, and the fighter has to know the coach. They have to have that relationship, and I don't think there's a better example of a fighter-coach relationship in Britain than me and Dave. Dave knows me inside out, and I know what I need to do to follow his instructions. I know if I'm capable, and if I'm not capable of following his instructions, if my legs had gone and my mind wasn't clear, I would say, look, Dave, I'm not right here, and he would have made the call, but it wasn't the case, and we got the shot.
Obviously, you had Dave in your corner and your dad. The Indian in your dad came out at the end of the fight with his celebration. So how was that?
Yeah, I think the dance move is called Ride the Pony, I've been told. So yeah, he's a little bit crazy. He's going to probably show in the future shades of Crazy Angel Garcia, but the Indian version. So yeah, he's a nutter, but we'll keep him as bucket boy.
And Dave, what you got planned next for Jordan? Because obviously I've known Jordan a long time. Obviously there was a point where people were saying, he's going to be like an area level fighter, English level at most. He's gone and won the European title. I mean, what's next?
You've got to remember, I worked with Bellew when people thought Bellew was domestic level, and then he won a European title. He's European level, and then he won a world title. So I said going into this fight, we spoke about it, I said, this is your Masternak fight. People didn't actually, Matchroom didn't believe in Bellew being able to go become fighting for world titles until he beat Masternak. You need that good solid test at European level. But this fight for me, it was always a case of like having a fight and winning the European title, then having a couple of defences, then going, because you're learning about himself. Because before you get into that world level, top world level, you need to know a few things about yourself. You need to know how you react to adversity, and can he come back from being hurt? And well, he got everything in that fight. He got everything, and it's not just the fact that he came through the tough moments. He also showed that what we do in the gym when I'm giving him instructions. Listen, he's the most disciplined kid in the world, right? And when I ask him to do something in a sparring session, he'll do it. He'll do it. He'll do it. Now it's one thing doing it in sparring, but it's another thing doing it when your leg's gone, you've got no balance, and you're under that stress and pressure. You have to then still trust yourself, trust your defence, because it's not good me telling him what to do and say, listen, we've done this, you know what to do, blah, blah. But if he doesn't trust in what he can do, then he's not going to do it. But he proved that he can do that, hold that, all that together under that stressful, super stressful situation, that now it's kind of like, I mean, he'll only know in his own head, but as far as I'm concerned as a coach, he's ticked all the boxes. So now, for me, if a world title shot came up for his next fight, I'd be like, yes, you don't have to have another couple of fights to learn about. What else is there for you to learn about yourself now? Do you know what I mean? There's nothing. So that fight was so valuable for that reason. Do you know what I mean?
Massively, and I think you've proved a lot of people wrong, and you've achieved like great things in boxing already. I think what you've got to have to do is you need to tap into your Indian fan base, you know, and try and maybe take him to Bollywood, mate, because there's a massive fan base there. Cash in on them fans.
Now I've got rid of the bruises, I think I'm ready for Bollywood. You know, if we conquer Bollywood, who says we can't do Hollywood as well? So that's why I've got the shades on, ready to put them on for Hollywood.
No worries, Jordan. Wish you all the best, man, and look out to seeing you out next time.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Nice one.